at the headlines. Parliamentary proceedings, Chairman Sabonso accused of misleading the Speaker, and in frontline health workers, exemption and allowances not for all health workers. We'll be bringing you details of these stories and many more in the next 20 minutes. Please do stay with us. I am now Otin Krama Ankra. To our first story, the minority leader of Parliament, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, has accused the majority leader, Osai Chairman Sabonso, for misleading the Speaker of Parliament to take certain decisions. The Speaker of Parliament, Professor Hiron Michael Kwe, on Saturday, April 4, 2020, when the House had concluded its sitting for the day, announced an indefinite suspension of the House instead of an adjournment. The Speaker's reason was that his unprecedented decision was Parliament's response to the general state of national emergency that the nation finds itself in. The announcement by the Speaker agitated the minority and caused a furor among the minority, with its leader describing it as an unacceptable, indicating that the minority may head to Supreme Court over the Speaker's action. The Minister for Health, Mr. Kweku Ajimaimenu, has clarified the category of health workers who qualified to enjoy tax exemptions as announced by the President Akufo-Addo on Sunday. According to him, although the services of health workers were critical in the fight against the coronavirus disease, not all of them were in the front line of the pandemic.
Allowance or bonus that to be paid to the health workers. Please let everybody stay calm. The President is not thinking of leaving anyone behind. All of us are health workers. All of us are health workers. But not all of us will do some work that will make us take advantage of the large bonus. As I stand here, the health workers yourself and our associations know that a number of us are on steady leave. A number of us, over 3,000 nurses and midwives, are on steady leave, approved officially. So prior to COVID-19, they were not going to work. As of now, they have not been deployed, so they are staying at home. Nurses who are in school have closed, and they have gone on holidays, sort of. Some are in the lockdown areas. We have sent message to them that all of you should stand by. Should we experience an upsurge and the numbers are running out, we will deploy the second group. So some of us are sitting at home.
Stories. The Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa, has said that persons owing the Ghana Water Company Limited would enjoy government free water initiative for the next 3 months. This follows an earlier statement by the Chief Executive Officer of the company, Dr. Clifford Brymer, that customers who have defaulted the payment of their water bills would not enjoy the government-announced free water supply.
Addressing the press, Mrs. Dapa said the Ghana Water Company Limited had been directed to put on hold all old bills. She added that customers whose line had been disconnected will be supplied water by tankers.
All community-based water systems are to serve water to the community residents for free. All water bills for the above months for all domestic customers and standpipe users will be absorbed by government. I'm stressing this so that there will be no confusion. Also, hospitals, clinics, and other health centers will enjoy priority supply of water as they have been doing. If there's anything, they will call Ghana Water Company to quickly mobilize tanker services to serve. There are areas that have pipelines but suffering from lack of water. These areas are being listed for tanker services to serve them. And these tanker services are deployed nationwide to supply water. We plead with all of us to make sure that we do not tamper with the pipelines and infrastructure of both Ghana Water Company Limited and Community Water and Sanitation Agency, so that we will have constant supply of water. All leakages should be reported to the nearest Ghana Water Company Limited offices promptly. Attention. If you also notice any burst of pipelines, please report promptly as well.
The Minister for Health, Mr. Kweku Ajimemenu, clarified the category.
Stories, a section of the Okponglo East Legon Road has been opened to huge traffic as security personnel go beyond the normal checks to avoid citizens from coming into the central business district. Speaking to Adoatv news team, DSP Sakite from the Highway Patrol Command disclosed that the presence of the police there is to make sure the lockdown works. He stated that people who are not going to town to perform any critical work or provide any essential service will be asked to go back to wherever they're coming from.
We are standing at Okponglo, the road that leads from Medina towards Accra, and today happens to be the 9th day of the lockdown between Accra, Kumasi and Tema. And as we speak, the police personnel are right under the traffic lights. We are trying to get a closer view at the police personnel and how they are directing the traffic situation here.
The situation is that we want to enforce, we want to make sure the lockdown works. People are going to town, people who are not performing critical services are going to town, and we see a lot of vehicles in town. For whatever reason, we can't tell. So for now, all those who are not providing any essential service, like doctors, pharmacists, nurses, UCG workers, Vodafone, MTN, bankers, we allow them. But those who cannot give any tangible reason, we send them back. We send them back. Wherever they pass, we can't tell.
But why is the security tight this week?
Why is the security tight? Because we need to enforce it. We need to enforce the lockdown. That is it.
Is it because of the rising numbers?
Yes. Because, yeah. And we decide we need to enforce it. Else we don't have hope.
Dabi, driver, any idea?
Please, no.
They are behind us. 11 o'clock. They are waiting.
Give me evidence. What shows that you are going to wherever you are going to? Give me evidence. Show evidence. Show evidence. I need evidence.
That in a bid to contain the spread of novel coronavirus in Ghana, the Ghana traditional leaders on Monday performed spiritual rites to drive away the virus. Taking advantage of the partial lockdown, some Ghana traditional leaders walked through the principal streets of Jamestown, through the John Evans Atta Mills High Street, Bank of Ghana and Bank to Buku.
Far end behind me, you could see some section of people chanting, coming. Some dressed in traditional wears, others also dressed in warrior wears. One would ask, what is their purpose? Now, those behind me, you could see are people performing rites to drive away the novel coronavirus, that's the deadly virus, hunting and worry Ghanaians. Just about 2 weeks ago, a breakfast meeting was held at the Jubilee House by some various religious leaders from the Christian and from the Muslim home. According to these traditional leaders, this is what they could also do to drive away the deadly coronavirus from our country. I could see a pan with some herbs and water being sprinkled. I don't know what actually it is. I'll be finding out from leaders if I should speak to them afterwards. The actual fact is that an announcement was made to all the people of Ghana State to make sure that during this period, everybody stays indoors as they pave way for the traditional leaders to do their customary rites to drive away the novel coronavirus, that's the deadly disease, from the Ghana State. So just as you could see, water is being sprinkled with a broom, herbs being mixed with water in a broom is being sprinkled on the streets. They walk through the principal street of the Ghana State and they are continuing till they get to Gamashi. We'll be following them to wherever they get to, and whatever being the case, we are going to update our viewers on that. So just as you could see, they are chanting, and if I should translate what they are saying into English, all that they are saying is coronavirus, coronavirus, move away from us. Coronavirus, we are sacking you. Coronavirus, don't need you in our land anymore. Go away, go away, go away, go away. This is part of the customary rites they've been performing to drive away the deadly virus from their states. So just as you could see, I could see some ceramic pan with some herbs and water mixed in. This also forms part of the custom.
Final story, some police personnel during the patrol within the Jamestown community unleashed hot water onto civilians for defying COVID-19 social distancing protocol. This was as a result of clash between the police personnel and leaders of the Gan traditional area whilst performing rites in the bid to drive away the coronavirus, but were compelled by the police to stop as gun machine falls under the restricted areas. Isaac Otu has more.
There is a clash here between the police and the traditional leaders performing their rights to drive away the deadly novel coronavirus. Just as they were done with their final rites, pouring the water into the sea, returning back to their destination, then the police stopped them on the way. Because you and I all know that a partial lockdown has been declared. So the police were like, why are you on the streets now whilst a partial lockdown has been declared by the president? And just as you could see, the social distancing is not being complied here as it stands now. Now, the police are stopping them from continuing their duties or from continuing their rights, but then these people would not allow the police to do what they are supposed to do. So just as you could see, the police clashed with members of the gas states. Why are they roaming about? Why a partial lockdown has been declared? Just as they were done with their final rights, that's pouring away the water into the sea to signify the driving away of the deadly coronavirus. The people had to retaliate to the police, and it has caused this riot and chaos over here. So just as you could see, there are many people gathered here whilst a partial lockdown has been declared. We don't know the aftermath of this because the police have driven back to where they came from. We don't know what they are going to return back with or what they are going to retaliate with. But as it stands now, we are going to update our viewers on whatever which is going to transfer at this very route or this very close. I have here with me an eyewitness who witnessed what actually transpired between the police and the Gan traditional leaders who were back from performing their rights. Hello, sir. Welcome to Adoatv News.
Numba kashi the third. Oshi yepo supraro. But what ya? What ya? What ya? Come me. Ni bila ke